Yeah, hello. I'm Ingrid. I'm Ranka, and this is the first lesson in to make your Okesa. And if you receive the package of the Okesa kit, this is the biggest part of the Okesa kit, and it's the 7-paneled that I have pinned already for you. So this is already what you will receive, and all these are pinned like this. And what you start with is start sewing directly, and you can use a synthetic thread with not too bright a color, but a seduced color is the best. And then how to start with sewing. I'm right-handed, so what you do is you lift up the part that the pins are on the top, and also you see this line. And on this line you're gonna sew, and you start with the thread, with the you take a needle, a thread, and the thread you take, you make a knot on the end of the thread. So you start already on the seam side. That is this side, that's the seam, and that will not be seen if the Okesa is ready. So you start somewhere here. I can show a little bit how to. So this could be the needle, and then you put it just under it, and you start on the line. So you start on the line, and then you can on the seam side. And so you make here, thread comes up, and then you make here a first stitch, and you start to sew to that direction on this line that is pinned through all the layers. So on the back it's in this way. You see that the pins are through. So you start, and these two, you start on the front where the pins are shown. Okay, if you have sewn all these parts, I put it back on the table so you can see clearly. If you have sewn all these parts, all where I have pinned it, then the next step is, when it's laying flat, you have this part is on the top. So this is the good side, this is the front, and then you just fold this. So you fold this, and this then also the seam goes in and ends up the line that is here. So somewhere here, and you start to pin it there, and then you can sew also over here. So this will also be a line to sew. And that are the two steps you have to make when you receive this package. So if you have sewn this part first, then you can do this step. And I show you only the two steps. This one will be sent over to somebody, so I can't really do it, but at least you have seen what the steps are. These two lines will nicely fit. And maybe your pins are smaller, but you can still use the pins that I used to pin this one. You can later on use to do the pinning of your later work. So this is then the next step. This is the first step. You sew on the line what I have pinned already, and all these panels that are laying here, you get a stack like this, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they are all pinned. So you start first with the pinned part, and then you do the second step, and this is the second step, and then you start sewing on this side where the pins are. You start to sew. So on this line next to the fold, you're gonna sew over here. Okay, so that is what you want to say for the first lesson, that you at least know how to pin it and where to start sewing. So I hope this will work out for you. Good luck, and I hope these films will help you to make the Okesa very nicely. Thank you so much. Bye bye.